Well, right now, this is a new one I haven't seen.
Yeah, we've been real busy adding a lot of new products to get the word out. This is just got it in this week. Ideas are bulletproof. We the people. It kind of combines that popular quote of ideas are bulletproof with possibly the most bulletproof ideas there are, the ideas in our Constitution.
Sure.
And our other new shirt that's been just going off the shelves.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe InfoWars, because knowing is half the battle. That really sums up InfoWars. Got to get the information out.
How important are these T-shirts? Don't they spark up conversation? Am I right?
Absolutely. I cannot go to the grocery store. I cannot go to a convenience store. I'm driving down the road and I get thumbs up about my shirts. I wear my shirts 7 days a week to be walking advertisement for Infowars.com. I think it is very important that people at least dip into the website just to kind of get a little perspective on the truth, because they don't realize that they're being brainwashed and lied to. So these shirts are very, very important as far as advertisement goes. They're very catchy to the eye. People tend to look at them and gravitate towards them. I get asked questions,
so you could be like in a bank or in the grocery store and you get complete strangers that will ask you questions about the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They'll ask me, what is InfoWars? What does your shirt mean? What is Big Brother? There's people out there that are just totally clueless what's really going on. And so these shirts are a really good way to advertise the truth. So I make it a point to wear an InfoWars shirt 7 days a week.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to educate the masses. What does it mean to be an info warrior and doing what you do?
Really, I think the best way to sum it up is to go over past work experiences. Even in the most professional work environments, there's always people that slough off and kind of don't take the utmost care and responsibility with the way that they conduct themselves. But you don't find that anywhere here, because every day, no matter someone's tired, look at how tirelessly Alex works. No matter what the circumstances are, when they come into this office, when they come through those doors, they have a mission that they believe supersedes their own personal well-being, and that kind of drive makes such a cohesiveness in the office that it's really an amazing thing to watch. It's completely changed. I will never do anything else for the rest of my life. It has completely changed my idea of what it means to have a meaningful work.
I'm here with Rob Dew. He's a director for the InfoWars Nightly News. And tell us a little bit about the process of getting this message out to the audience. What goes into it and how is it done?
Well, if you've been watching lately, you can see that the quickening is happening. The news stories come out every day, and more insane world news and news that affects our freedoms it continually comes out. It pours out. So what we do, we look at Infowars.com, see what's being posted from our writers. We look at Drudge Report. We look at our tips. People send us in a lot of good tips. You can send those to robd at Infowars.com. And so we put all this together and we look at what do we want to show. And we want to show as much as we can. That's why we can't produce a 30-minute show. We just keep producing it an hour and 10 minutes, because there's just so much news. So we go through that. We split up the stories. People take their own stories. They grab the videos off YouTube, make the full screens, make the little graphics, which we call the OTS, that fits over top of Alex while he's talking about it. And then we dump those out. Race to do it all day long, because creating graphics in an HD format takes a lot longer, than the old days when I used to do them for mini DV. And so we get it.
Fight with the machines.
Well, I want to be kind of nice to the machines, but they are slow. We've tried to get cards to make these things move faster. They don't really move fast. So we end up watching a lot of render bars and a lot of export bars. Mm-hmm. We finally get all the stuff together. We get it over here. We get it in order. We talk with Alex, make sure he's happy with it, ready to go with it. Usually we do the guest interview first. We'll pre-record that. And then the news, sometimes we do it live. Sometimes we pre-record it if we have the time.
Sometimes we do both.
Sometimes we do both, and then then we do the show and get it out to the people. And we've really been working hard, trying to get a lot of different systems together, working together. So when Alex is talking, it doesn't look like a bad kung fu movie. And so that it's been a lot of fun. It's been a long 2 months, I'll tell you that. And I definitely feel the 2 months, and we've only done 2 months, and I can't believe it. So we're looking forward to keep bringing it to the people, the news that's uncensored, that is from a perspective of freedom and liberty, not from a perspective of control and being a sheep. And, you know, we're going to keep doing it. Hopefully we can expand with this money bomb. That's why we really need your support. So go to InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com and you know, donate what you can. This is your news channel, essentially. It is what you guys make of it, and we're happy to have everybody supporting it. And please spread the word about it.
Old Kentucky. Oh, that's right. I love this song. Unconscious sorrow fills his days. All right, well, I'm not going to torture you this year with me singing, which was Weldon's horrible idea last year. By the way, we're auctioning off Tyranny Crusher 2. This has actually been in use about 5 years. It was a backup bullhorn. Weldon, is this annoying you? This was the backup bullhorn right here. And the other one that got attacked by the MSNBC people bid for $50,000. Tyranny Crusher 2 is selling right now on eBay. You can find the link to it at InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com or Infowars.com has a link to it as well. And again, the establishment doesn't like us doing fundraisers, so we do them. I mean, we got video sales, sponsors, everything we do, subscriptions to PrisonPlanet.tv. We got a 15-day free trial going right now. The video feeds are all free out there. We're very honored that literally hundreds of thousands of people via audio links, video links, just in TV, our stream, are watching this right now. But, you know, I forgot this year to ask Weldon Henson, who's worked here about 4 or 5 years, got out of the Air Force, and one of my producers I had, he was friends with him, so we got Weldon in here. He really got our shipping department in great shape, along with Tim Prouget. I hired her right around the same time. And Weldon is an amazing guitar player, but also an amazing singer. I mean, he's packing houses at all the big shows here around Austin and going around the country. He's gone to Europe and played. And Weldon Henston, you can tell I've been on the air since 11 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, and imagine there's a lot more. Weldon Henston joins us. Weldon Henson, One Heart's Gone is his newest album. Weldon, tell us about some of your other albums.
Well, the other ones, this is my third one here, and I think this one here is my best one of all, but the other ones, you've heard the other two.
Weldon Henston Band.
The Henston. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's what I need to change it up a little bit.
Weldon Henson.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what about Weldon was the last name of the IndyCar guy that died?
Yeah, with an H. Yeah, but
you were a fan of that guy, of the whole thing. You like race car driving?
Yeah, I'm into all sorts of racing, NASCAR especially. But yeah, I watch IndyCar too. Yeah, that was tragic, man. That sucked, man.
But my babbling, mindless monkey point that I was going to make after I've been on air all these hours is that I forgot to ask you to come play tonight. You had a show tonight. You just played it. You just got here in time for us. Weldon Henson. Give us the website.
It's WeldonHenson.com. Simple as that.
And it's better this year than I not sing. That was very embarrassing.
I thought it was great, man. It was fun.
Well, like hearing a hound dog howl. But Weldon Henson, and again, this new album available. It's available on the web, but people can also buy the DVD at your website?
Website, you can get it on the website or iTunes as well, and Amazon, so all the major marketplaces.
And by the way, I mean, I wasn't just talking you up. Since you started out getting out of the Air Force, working for us and launching your band, I mean, you're playing all the big main #1 gigs here in Austin.
It's a lot of fun. You know, Austin is home now, and Austin's also a great place to play music, and especially to play good country music. You know what I mean? And there's a great response, a great audience, and all the clubs are fabulous, and we love it here. And
you're married now?
Yeah, that's the new thing this year, right?
When'd you get married?
Back in April.
Yeah, well, your wife's great.
Oh, she's the best girl in the world, no doubt about it.
Can't beat it, Weldon. All right, enough of my babble. Before we get to your songs, and again, I called you in here. I appreciate you coming in, you know, after you'd already been out working tonight and working here all day. What is your view of Infowars.com? And I want your honest response, because I didn't talk to you beforehand. I didn't tell you I was going to do this. What is your view of this operation and what we cover?
Well, when I first started working here, Infowars.com, I didn't really know much about it. I'd watched one DVD of yours. It seemed we were kind of small time when I first started here, Alex. I mean, I came in here and it seemed like things were just really small. We were in that small place.
5-6 people.
5-6 people. I mean, it looks like orders weren't going out, but you know, but there was a hardcore small audience.
That's why I hired you, was to get it in gear, get it going.
And man, talk about the growth. Just what these money bombs are for. I know this is the fourth one we've had, and I've been here for every one of them. And let me tell the audience, every one of these money bombs has launched us to a new level. I mean, we went from a little bitty place, almost maybe 3 times the size of this little studio we're in, the room we're in here, to substantially larger, you know, and some more departments. The marketing has grown. The warehouse has grown. I mean, the products have grown. We got the TV thing going now. And every year it's just been a step. I mean, it's grown so much. My view of InfoWars is that we're going all the way. We're going to get the word out. And everyone here is pumped up about it. And I know there's tons of people out there. I meet people everywhere I go, Alex. I play shows. And everyone, I don't bring up where I work during the day, but I hear people talking about it. And then every now and then I'll tell them, they're like, wow, that's awesome. And they want to talk about it, and everybody wants to talk about what's going on in the world. Well,
that's an illustration of the huge effect we're having. And it's so exciting. And it just shows how when you put your passion into something, it ends up having an effect. Now, briefly, you got out of the Air Force 5 years ago, came to work with us. You've done an incredible job, helped turn around so much of what we've done, Weldon. I mean, you're just a prize to be at this office, and, you know, on top of what you do at night, you know, playing guitar and singing, and you're about to get that in a moment. But expanding on that, you were telling me, and I went and looked this up, it was true, about all your buddies that are still in the Air Force. They're all moving over to drones. You were the guy fixing the F-16s,
yeah,
loading missiles on them. Now all those guys are learning how to fly drones.
Yeah, there's a huge career field, I guess, opening up for unmanned drones. I was just telling Alex that the other day. I got a couple friends that have moved over that, you know, they're still in. A lot of my buddies, we've all gotten out. Some for good reason, some for, you know, bad. But, yeah, no, there's just a lot of unmanned drones, people out there going into that career field.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah, you know, I hear a lot of things too, you know, and sometimes you really want to get down and you want to tell your buddies what's going on, and you do to some of them, and then some you just know. You're just like, oh, man, I wish I had more time to really explain to you what's going on, but, you know, it's one of those deals. You know, you hope you can, and you hope people figure it out, and you try to help them figure out what's going on. And but it just reiterates a lot of things that are being said here. You really get in touch and you talk to people around the world and people that are in the military, and they know what's, you know, and you can figure out what's really going on.
Well, Weldon, I see your success growing up with our success, reaching people, and the great lyrics and the great music you produce. I mean, I wouldn't even have you on here if I didn't think it was great and I wasn't a fan. And I told you that 4 years ago, and now you've had huge success, been to Europe, been all over, huge crowds packing every place you go. People need to find out more about Weldon Henson and your band and all the great folks you've got involved in that. Again, give folks, spell it out for people. What is it, WeldonHenson.com?
WeldonHenson.com, yeah, just like it sounds.
W-E